Hey now, crypto heads all around the world. This is a special channel dedicated to you, all the crypto investors, all the one percenters of the world who are investing early on in cryptocurrency before the masses even really know about it. Yeah, they started knowing about it since about December 2020. We're having a big influx of new people, but this is for you guys, old people, new people into the cryptocurrency space. This is for you. Now, this is why this channel is going to be so very special. This is a launch of the channel. We're launching with Ecomi. But this is why this channel is so very special, is because what we're going to specialize in, what we're going to focus in on is getting the new cryptocurrencies. We're going to get the CEOs, we're going to get the CTOs, the COOs, the CFOs, someone important at the cryptocurrency companies to talk with us, to let us know what's so great about their cryptocurrency. What are they doing? Does it have utility? Does it not have utility? How many coins are going to be made? So that way they can give you the education that you need to make your decision on whether to buy or not to buy their currency. Now, this is why it's important to, well, let's do this first. Flick that like button, flick that subscribe button, and smash the bell notification. The bell notification is the most important of all of these. Guess why? Because when we release a video, if we have a brand new cryptocurrency coming on the market, you want to be the first one to find out as investors. You want to be the first one to buy, the first one to watch the video to see if it's worth buying, and then the first one to make that purchase, or at least maybe not the first one, but at least, you know, the top percent to buy in. We want you to make a lot of money. And this is what this channel is for. This is what this channel is all about. So remember, hit that bell notification. Out of all the YouTube channels that you subscribe to, this one first, more than all the other ones, because we're going to give you those early cryptocurrencies. We will have some people to talk about or to talk with as well that are already established cryptocurrencies, give them a platform, of course. But we're going to focus on the early ones and talking about the latest cryptocurrencies. That way we can make a boatload of money, all of us. And let's get started. So today we're going to talk about Ecomi. Ecomi is the company, Vivi is the app, Omi is the token. Now, why this is a video, this isn't clickbait, guys. No one is making a video. Oh, let me tell you what people are making videos of right now with Ecomi. They're making videos with how it can reach 2 cents. Some people are going off on the limb and saying how it can reach 10 cents. And some people are going even further, and people are calling them crazy, saying how it can reach $1. But let me tell you guys, a lot of people don't understand business. They've never owned businesses. They talk YouTube channels or YouTube stuff on YouTube channels. And this is the reality of what the big business is all about. Not only could it, the Omi token reach $10, but it can easily reach $100. And I'm going to explain to you in this video why it can reach $100. But first, you have to understand the main thing that's going on that is quite unique to the Omi token versus the other tokens. And that's the burn rate, guys. Let me show you here. Let's go to Ecomi's website. Watch. And what's cool is Ecomi makes it transparent. They have their Omi token tracker right here. All you do is you click on it. Vivi has been out for 2 months since February. We're April now, okay? They've been out for 2 months, and look at how much they have already burned. 3.1 billion tokens they have burned. Now tell me that is not significant, guys, for the short amount of time that they've been around. Now, of course, the circulating supply is about 165, 168 billion, somewhere around there. That's high. Everybody that's making these YouTube videos is saying it can never go that high because it'll have to be $1 trillion market cap. And yet, let me tell you something, guys. This will be $1 trillion market cap in time. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but in time it will be. Now I'm going to explain to you why in time it will be. But first, let's get started with talking about what's going on. Let's show you some licensing. This is what makes Ecomi Vivi so attractive to artists, whether it's creative artists, paintings, drawings, whatever, musical artists, whatever kind of artistry it is for what's happening in the NFT market space. This is why this is attractive to everybody, because I'll show you right here. This is what's going on. This is what Ecomi is doing. They're getting the brands that everybody loves for collectibles. NFL, Jurassic Park, DC, Ghostbusters, Street Fighter, Star Trek. Now these are just some of the brands that they've let us know. Ecomi has already said that they have over 100 brands, okay? Over 100 licensing for these top-notch brands to last 4 to 5 years, putting a new NFT out X amount of times a month, okay? But the reason they can't tell us about all these licensing brands that they have is for what reason? Because they have NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, between these companies, and the companies aren't going to let them boast about it until they're ready to drop one of their NFTs, 2 of their NFTs, however many the set's going to be. So they have them basically on a gag order until that time is available for them to do it. So that's why now what's going on now with all these, okay, let me tell you what has been said when Alfred Kahn was trying. Okay, imagine this before 2 months ago, before there was an app, a VV app created. Now imagine explaining, before anybody was talking about NFTs or anything, imagine Alfred Kahn now going to NFL, going to Steven Spielberg with Jurassic Park, and saying, we want to get your licensing, or we want to get licensing from you so we can create this non-fungible token collectible. Now, I'm sure you guys in the audience have tried explaining NFTs to your family members and friends. How has that went over for you guys? Exactly. Now, just imagine pitching this to these corporations and these brands, asking them to sign over their licensing so that way they can create these things, and somehow the customers are going to pay for this digital collectible somehow, some way, and somehow, some way they're going to make money. NFL's going to make money off of this. Capcom's going to make money off of this. Star Trek is going to make money off of this. Could you imagine how hard it was to lock up those licenses back then? The licensing agreements back then? Now just imagine today. Now that VV's been created, now that NFTs are the buzz around the whole, not just crypto community, but they're going mainstream. Could you imagine, now this has already been said by the COO of Ecomi, that people are reaching out to him now. Brands are reaching out to Ecomi saying, list us. Please, here's our licensing. They're taking in the papers. They're saying, here, sign here. We already have it ready for you. Now just think, guys, Ecomi is not telling us about this. People are seeing this. This is what people are seeing. They're seeing the OMI token at 0.008. And they're thinking that Ecomi is doomed. They're nothing. They ain't going nowhere. They have too big of circulating supply. They created too many tokens. But that's not the reality, guys. The reality is Ecomi is being inundated by brands, by big brands, to give over their licensing. Not give over the licensing, but use their licensing to pay them, because everybody wants to make money. And they see VV as that company to make money. Now let me throw you guys a little bit back in time here for a second, because we know in today's day how cool the internet is, okay? But guess what? Many years ago, Some people don't even remember. They're too young to remember this. There was no internet mainstream. There was internet since the 90s, of course, and even before, it was developed before. But it didn't get steam until the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay? Some people were saying the internet was a fad. Those are the same people that are looking down upon cryptocurrency. Some people are wondering, how could at the time, some people were wondering at the time, how could the internet be so great? Now, let me show you guys a video. Now, this is when Amazon was just selling books, maybe a few other stuff, but they were a book website. But they were saying of all these great things that they wanted to do. Let's take a look.
I think my generation grew up with Sears.
And Amazon is worth 20% more than Sears is worth in market capitalization.
How do you view that phenomenon that Amazon today is worth more than Sears?
Investors are focused on the future. Amazon has growth potential that Sears doesn't.
A couple of geeks who sketched out some software could destroy Sears Roebuck.
That's the beauty of technology and the microprocessor. We've never seen anything like it.
The rest is history, guys. Where's Sears today and where is Amazon today? Now, this is why Ecomi is the future of all NFTs, because of the groundwork that they have done with the licensing. Take that in for a little bit. Understand that. Understand that corporations all over the world, collectors all over the world, artists, musical artists, I don't think they're called painters. What do they call themselves? Whatever they call themselves. The artists that paint paintings. I don't think they like to be called painters. But anyways, they're reaching out to Ecomi because they see Ecomi as a great platform to list their NFTs. Now, why is Ecomi so attractive to those people? Well, look. Look at how nice the app is. Yeah, we have bugs. Yeah, people are complaining about the marketplace and this and that. But guess what? It's an attractive application. Okay? And what's so cool about it is that it's easy to use. How many of you guys have went on the other sites just to browse around or even to purchase one of the NFTs from one of the other websites? Do you guys know the problems? Tell me the problems. These are the problems. The problems are the gas prices, the technical stuff, how to transfer your NFT to your wallet. Sometimes you'll pay $30 for an NFT and the gas fee is $30 or $60 and you get frustrated. You'll never use that website again. Chances are. Now look at Vivi. Look at how easy it is. You buy gems. It says the price. You pay that much you pay that amount of gems for the NFT and it's yours. And what's so great about this platform? Now, let me say this, and I hope Ecomi is listening to this, because this is what's going to give this company longevity. Is if you are able to, okay, let me back up. Whenever Ecomi sells something with DC, DC gets paid their licensing fee. But Ecomi has to do it, and maybe they're already going to do it, but how they have to do it is, once the marketplace is opened up for everybody to sell their collectibles that they just bought on Ecomi that other people weren't able to get, they have to be able to show, they have to be able to give the creator of that NFT, whether it's DC, whether it's a private artist, whoever it may be, they have to be able to give that person, after every sale, every time that collectible changes hands, they have to give a certain percentage. Now, of course, it's not going to be the high percentage from when they first sold it. You know, just say the DeLorean, for example. The DeLorean, that licensing fee goes immediately to the creator or to whoever they got the licensing from. Okay, but every time in the marketplace that it's traded, the creator, the artist of that, has to be compensated and paid every time down the line, because that's what's going to keep the artists focused on Ecomi and on Vivi and on getting their stuff on there. Now, the way Ecomi is going to blow up like Amazon is this way. They're going to have their big brand licensings. Okay, your DC, your Star Trek, if they get Star Wars, if they get Disney, okay, they're going to have these drops. But in the meanwhile, in between their big drops, they're going to have their other drops, their other stuff coming in on the platform from the smaller artists who are still going to be making money, but maybe aren't as big and mainstream as the other artists. You see? And if Ecomi is getting a percentage from every sale, just like Amazon is, now can you see why they're going to be so big? Now, Ecomi, listen to this. This is what else you have to do. This is what the users want. And this is what's going to make this collectible space so much bigger than the rest of the collectibles in general. Because this is what you can do with digital that you cannot do with regular collectibles. Imagine, we'll say this picture right here, Harley Quinn. Okay? Imagine this Harley Quinn. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio, the actor, US actor, buys this collectible. Okay? Now he wants to sell this collectible for whatever reason. Just say he goes to talk to his buddy Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt says, hey, I want that. Leonardo says, well, you can't have it. It's no longer available, but I'll sell it to you. I bought it for $50 or whatever price they paid, $40. And I'll sell it to you for $500. Done, Brad Pitt says. Okay, great. Now just say Brad Pitt, for whatever reason, decides to sell it. He puts it on the market for 10 grand. Okay, on the marketplace. He lists it as owned by Brad Pitt, previously owned by Leonardo DiCaprio. But guess what? Ecomi, listen up. This is what the people want. This is what's going to make your space dominate all collectibles. If on the blockchain, you give them access to the blockchain so it can show all the previous owners. Now, of course, every owner that buys it is going to have to verify that they're this person. They can't just write in there Brad Pitt and you think that it's owned by Brad Pitt. If they want to authenticate it better, you know, we have authentication stuff where we can make sure that it's that person who it is that says it that they are. Okay? Now that's going to make the collectible great. Imagine owning a collectible that was owned by one of your favorite artists, your favorite politicians, your favorite athletes, your favorite whoever. And you own that, and you can show through the blockchain. That's what's so great about blockchain and cryptocurrency is you can show the different ownerships. That's what Ecomi needs to focus on. If they do that, it's done deal. It's a done deal. They're going to blow up the space. Let's get back on topic. Let's go back to the white paper and talk about a little bit about who's in charge. CEO David Yu. Now, David Yu is no schlep. Everybody talks about Alfred Kahn as the head of licensing and the great licensing genius. But David Yu, read his credentials, is also great with licensing. Daniel Crothers, another great person for licensing. Another big person in this ecosystem. That's Ecomi. Now this is why, just look here. Cabbage Patch Kids for David Kahn. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course we know of Pikachu. But guess what? This is just the past, guys. This is just the past. You can't tell me that the past companies aren't kicking down the doors of Vivi and all the present companies aren't kicking down the doors of Vivi, Ecomi, trying to get on the Vivi platform. Now you guys can begin to understand why this space is going to be so huge. Now you can understand why it's going to be $1 trillion market cap, because all the artists are going to be focused in on Vivi because of what they started with their licensing, because they put brand recognition, because they're showing that they can sell out $4 million worth of collectibles in an hour. Now that brings me to my other reason. The reason Ecomi is going to be huge is it's going to be like a blue chip company, like a blue chip stock traded company. It's already profitable, guys. It's not like some of these other cryptocurrencies that aren't doing anything. That the coin's worth $5, $10, $20, and they really ain't doing nothing. They're not making millions of dollars like the way Ecomi is. Ecomi's already making millions of dollars 2 months in. And you guys are complaining about this, 0.008, and YouTubers are making videos about, oh, we can hopefully get to 10 cents. They're not looking at it like the Amazon. They're looking at it like this guy. Let's see him again. Look at how ignorant this guy sounds when he's talking to someone who it can see into the future. Okay, let's just listen to him. Pay attention to this older gentleman and how ignorant he is about the digital age in Amazon. Look, they're showing books because they said, even if, this is what they said also, you didn't see in this clip, even if Amazon was to sell all the books in the world, they still wouldn't make as much as Sears. That's that kind of thinking. Listen, guys, let's check it out.
I think my generation grew up with Sears.
And Amazon is worth 20% more than Sears is worth in market capitalization.
How do you view that phenomenon that Amazon today is worth more than Sears?
Investors are focused on the future. Amazon has growth potential that Sears doesn't.
A couple of geeks who sketched out some software could destroy Sears Roebuck.
Look at the arrogance, guys. Look at the arrogance of people that don't understand the space. Okay? Now you guys are beginning to understand. But guys, there's also, people are investing in Ecomi early on. Now, the heavyweights haven't hit yet because you can only buy the OMI token, which are on Gate.io, Bit4X, and BitMax. Those are the only companies or the only exchanges as of right now that you can buy Ecomi. So, of course, Ecomi is going to be low like this. And let me tell you what, if you're not trading in to these exchanges, if you're not trading in different currencies, selling them, and then buying OMI, guess what? You ain't buying OMI. Because if you guys, unless you guys have actually tried to buy some of these tokens through these exchanges with your card, with your bank account that you can't link, with your debit card that you can't link, with your credit card that you can't link, it's a nightmare, guys. Wait till it gets listed on Binance. 5 to 10 cents easy. So the growth potential of Ecomi is the same growth potential that Amazon had. Now, maybe not as great as Amazon, but for this niche market, yes. So let me give you guys a little bit, let me tell you guys a little bit of why this space is so attractive. This is, first of all, this is a $300 billion collectible space. The collectible industries is $300 billion. That's in today's collectibles. That's not the future collectibles of what Ecomi is doing, bringing the mainstream around it. This is bringing also the mainstream looking into, the gaming industry, which is mainstream. The gaming industry is also looking into this. You know why they're looking into this? Let me show you why. Watch this. Let's do this. This is why the gaming industry is focusing right there. Look at this. Tell me that's not the future, guys. Tell me you don't see the future right there. You have the gaming space. You have the collectible space. You have the blue chip attraction for investors. You have the crypto community. Now do you see why this coin is going to be bigger than cryptocurrency? It's going to be bigger than the gaming industry. And it's going to be bigger than the collectible industry. Because it's going to have the different fractions of of people coming in. NFL is going to be released with Ecomi. Now you're going to have the sports industry. The growth, the potential is there. And people are sleeping on it. Let me show you again. People are sleeping on it. Look, guys, 0.008. The people can still remember when Bitcoin was at 0.008. Some people. You guys are going to be the ones to profit soon, whoever's in it at the beginning. Wait till this goes mainstream, guys. Wait till the media outlets pick it up. Wait till the media outlets pick it up and they start releasing news about the drops, about the Star Trek drops. You know, they already made the big Star Trek Enterprise. It's huge. It looks great. What about Jurassic Park? Is Jurassic Park going to be interactive? Are the dinosaurs going to be moving? We don't know yet. But just imagine if they are. And if they aren't today, they will be in the future. Ecomi has already told us that we're going to be able to interact with our NFTs. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Utility, before we wrap it up, utility. Ecomi has utility. That's another reason that makes it so attractive to investors. Not just people using or buying the NFTs, using the NFTs, not just people going back and forth with cryptocurrencies, but the big money, what they call the smart money. Us retail investors, we're the dumb money, I guess. But the smart money is that it has utility, that it's making money. And that's why, guys, Ecomi can easily do $100. Thanks again, guys, for watching this video. Sorry it was so long, but there's so much information that I had to pack in this video. Remember, hit that bell notification so that way you guys can be the early investors into the great crypto space. That does it for me, guys. Have a great day.